Okay students, now we are on second part. So earlier we will studying about relationship between 0 and the coefficient of polynomial of quadratic polynomial. Clear? So some more example I am going to tell you. So look at here. Now these polynomial are not in standard form, and you know very well about the standard form, that is p of x is equal to ax square that is p of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Three terms should be present, but here two terms are present. Now how will you find out zeros of this polynomial? So look at here. So here look at the coefficients. Firstly, coefficients. So coefficients are, this is first term, this is second term, and third term is missing, constant term. So which term is missing? That should be equal to 0. So here value of a is equal to 4, value of b is equal to 8, and c is equal to 0. Now find out the number of zeros. So how you will find out these zeros? Put 4x square plus 8x equal to 0. Take out 4x common. Here you will get x plus 8 equal to 0. And two factors are there. So 4x equal to 0 either, and second is x plus 8 is equal to 0. From here you will get value of x equal to 0, and from here you will get value of x equal to minus 8. Assume any value as alpha and any value as beta. So now this is alpha and beta. So when constant term is missing, you can find out the number of 0 with the help of by taking out common like this. Now you can verify the relation as we have studied in earlier example. Look at here. Now which term is missing? Here t is there, t variable is there. So now which term is missing? Here second term is missing, middle term is missing. T square, then it should be t, but t is not here, and constant term is here. So here value of a equal to 1, coefficient of t square. Now middle term is missing, so b is equal to 0 and c is equal to minus 50. And now number of zeros. So when middle term is missing, so you can find out the number of 0 by using the identity a square minus b square. So you can write down t square minus 15 like this, t square minus under root 15 whole square like this. So here a square minus b square. So now you will get a minus b into a plus b. Now we are having two factors. So now put this factor is equal to 0. You will get t is equal to under root 15 and t is equal to minus under root 15. So assume anyone as alpha and other as beta. And now you can find out verify the relationship between zeros and polynomials. So this is relationship between zeros and coefficient of quadratic polynomial. Now I am going to tell you about cubic polynomial. So in cubic polynomial, suppose we are having a polynomial p of x equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d like this. Here we are having four coefficients. So a, b, c and d are coefficients, and because its degree is 3, so it has 3 zeros. Number of zeros are 3. So by hit and trial method, you know very well about this method, and zeros are alpha, beta and gamma, you have to assume. And by hit and trial method, you can find out the number of zeros. So I am going to tell you one example. Suppose I am having an example, I am taking 2x cube plus x square minus 5x plus 2 like this. So how you will find out its 0? By hit and trial method. Firstly put any value of x. ठीक है ना? When we will put any value of x, from which with the help of that value of x, if whole expression will become equal to 0, so that value is called its 0. So put x equal to 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2 like this. Suppose here, ठीक है? तो here I am putting x equal to 1, p of 1, and you will get equal to 0. So 5 minus 5 equal to 0. So this is one of the x equal to 1 is the 0 of given polynomial. given polynomial. Because its degree is 3, so it means it has 3 zeros. So from here, by using factor theorem, this is a 0 given polynomial. So take one here, to x minus 1. So it is called factor of the given polynomial by factor theorem. And factor theorem, it means when you will divide the given polynomial by x minus 1 by this. So this is polynomial. This is taken as dividend 2x cube plus x square minus 5x plus 2. When you will divide this expression by this factor x minus 1, you will get remainder 0. And here you will get quotient as quadratic. So make that factors of quadratic polynomial, and you will get 2 more factors and 2 more zeros. So by this method you can find out the zeros of quadratic polynomial. So I am going to tell you by long division, and you know very well about the long division. One more time I am telling you. So firstly here you will take a 2x square, multiply this 2x square by x minus 1, so 2x cube minus 2x square, sign change, cancel, here 3x square minus 5x plus 2. Again first term should be same, 3x square na, to multiply x by 3x, so 3x multiply x, 3x square, 3x multiply minus 1, 3x, minus plus, this is cancel, and minus 5 plus 3 minus 2x plus 2. Again same process is there, so minus 2, to minus 2 multiply x minus 2x and multiply minus 1 plus 2. Again change the sign, you will get remainder 0. So now make the factor of this polynomial, and you will get 2 to the 4. By splitting the middle term we will find out the factor of this polynomial. 2 to the 4, so 2 ऐसे नंबर लो जिसको मल्टीप्लाई करके 4 है एंड माइनस करके 3, तो 4 1 जा 4, so 2x square plus 4x minus x minus 2, take out 2x common, so 2x plus 2, sorry 2x plus 2, and here take out minus 1 common, so x plus 2, so 2x minus 1 and x plus 2. So put 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, so x equal to 1 by 2. Here x plus 2 is equal to 0, so x equal to minus 2. So look at here, we have got the 3 zeros of given polynomial. So these are the zeros of given polynomial. So now this is alpha, beta and gamma. So now we can verify the relationship between the 0 and coefficients. So I am taking 0 as alpha is equal to 1, beta equal to 1 by 2 and gamma is equal to minus 2. Now I am erasing this method. Because I have to verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Clear? So now what is the relationship? Because its degree is 3, so it means it has 3 relation. So first is sum of zeros यानी कि alpha plus beta plus gamma, and that is equal to minus b upon a. Second relationship, alpha sum of product of 2 zeros taken at a time, so alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, and that is equal to c upon a. And third one is product of zeros यानी alpha beta gamma, that is minus d upon a. This is called sum of product of 2 zeros taken at a time. Now you can verify this relationship. You can put the values. So here coefficients are a equal to 2, b equal to 1, c equal to minus 5 and d equal to 2. And zeros we had find out, so alpha equal to 1, beta equal to 1 by 2 and gamma is equal to minus 2, and you can put this value in this relation and you can verify it. So I am verifying one relation. I am verifying, so here alpha is equal to 1, beta is equal to 1 by 2 and gamma is equal to minus 2, and here value b is equal to 1, here minus is there, and value of a equal to 2. So on right hand side minus 1 by 2 is there, so I am simplifying here on left hand side. So here by taking LCM I will simplifying it. So here 2 plus 1 minus 4, 2 or 1 3 minus 4, so that is minus 1 by 2. Here also minus 1 by 2. So this is verified, and you have to verify all the 3 relation. So you can verify these two relation by putting this value. This you have to do yourself. So this is another method. So ठीक है. Now next question is there. Suppose you have zeros given of any polynomial. Suppose in quadratic polynomial you have zeros given. Suppose 1 and 2 zeros, and you have to make the quadratic polynomial with the help of these zeros. So we are having a formula p of x is equal to x square minus sx plus p. This is a formula we are having of making quadratic polynomial when we are having zeros. ठीक है. S means sum of zeros and p means product of zeros. So these are the zeros 1 and 2. So sum of 0 means 1 plus 2, it means 3. Product means 1 into 2 multiply, so that is equal to 2. So we have got the value of s and p. Now put it here. So p of x is equal to x square minus 3x plus 2. So this is a method. Similarly for cubic polynomial, formula is p of x equal to x square x cube minus s1 x square plus s2x minus p. Here s1 means sum of zeros, s2 means sum of product of two zeros, and p means product of zeros. I am taking one example. Suppose we are having, I am taking 1 2 3 as the zero of the given polynomial, and we have to make the cubic polynomial because it has here 3 zeros are there. So it means 3 0 means cubic polynomial you have to form, and this is a formula. So firstly you will find out s1 sum of zeros, yani 1 plus 2 plus 3 equal to 6. Second you have to find out s2 sum of product of two zeros, यानी 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 3 into 1, sum of product of two zeros taken at a time. So 2 plus 6 plus 3, that is 11, and p means product of zeros, यानी 1 into 2 into 3, so that is equal to 6. So p is equal to 6. Now put the value here in given formula. So p of x is equal to x cube minus s1 6 x square plus s2x यानी 11x और minus 6. So this is answer. Clear? Now next part. So next exercise is 2.2. All the questions I have discussed with you. In 2.2, first question is find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomial and verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficients. So this is quadratic polynomial and I have already discussed with you. ठीक है, all the parts I have discussed you, and in part number 3 and 6 here terms are not written in the order. Order means you have to write down the polynomial in decreasing order of the power. So firstly x square, then x raised to the power 0, like this constant term. So this is the order of the quadratic polynomial. So firstly you have to arrange the polynomial, the quadratic polynomial in order, and then you have to solve the question. And second question, find a quadratic polynomial in which you have given sum and product of the 0. So here in this question sum of 0 and product of 0 already given in exercise 2.2. Question number 2. So this is sum of zeros, that is equal to 1 by 4, and product of zeros, that is minus 1. So now these are not zeros of the polynomial. These are the sum of the zero and product of the zero. Yani we have s and p. Don't need to find out s and p again. And formula is p of x is equal to x square minus sx plus p. Now put the value here. So x square minus 1 by 4x minus 1. So this is the answer. Clear? So this is exercise number 2. Now look at exercise number 3. Here some questions I have discussed with you, and first question is, divide the first polynomial by second polynomial and find the quotient and the remainder. So first part is p of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3, and g of x is equal to x square minus 2. You have to divide first polynomial by second polynomial, and you have to find out the quotient and remainder. So I think you can do it yourself, because these already we have discussed by long division method in 8th and 9th class. We have already studied. Okay? So first part you can do it yourself. Second question, check whether the first polynomial is a factor of the second polynomial by dividing the second polynomial by the first polynomial. Suppose I am taking this question. So I have to divide first polynomial by second polynomial, and I have to check whether second polynomial is the factor of first polynomial or not. This you have to check. So now simply you have to divide by long division method, and when remainder becomes 0, so then second polynomial is a factor of first polynomial. When remainder become equal to 0, when you divide the two polynomials and you get the remainder 0, when you will get the remainder 0, then second polynomial, this polynomial divisor, is a factor of the dividend. So this is the meaning of this question. So by divide you can check it. Now look at question number 3. This is important question, and one more example is there. That is example number, I think, 4. No, sorry, example number 9. Both are same. So this is very important question. Question is that you have a given polynomial 3x raised to the power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5, and two zeros are given. First is under root 5 by 3 and second is minus under root 5 by 3. These zeros you have given, and you have to find out other zeros. So look at the degree of given polynomial, and its degree is 4. So it means it has 4 zeros, and 2 already we have, and 2 we have to find out. So look at the method. 0 means value of x, you know very well. So now convert it into factor form. To take it here, x minus under root 5 by 3, and take it here to x plus under root 5 by 3. Now multiplying these factors, you will get here equal to 0, here equal to 0. Now multiplying these two factors, a minus b into a plus b, so a square minus b square, and 0 multiplied by 0 equal to 0. So x square minus 5 by 3 is equal to 0. Take LCM. 3 is the LCM. So 3x square minus 5 equal to 0. Take 3 here, cross multiply, it will become equal to 0. So 3x square minus 5 equal to 0. So this is a divisor we have. Now divide this dividend by this divisor by division method. So 3x square minus 5, here dividend is 3x raised to the power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. Now you can simplify it. So firstly you will get here 3x raised to the power 2, sorry, x raised to the power 2. So here you will get 3x raised to the power 4 and minus 5x square. So plus minus 6x cube plus 3x square minus 10x minus 5. So again 3 to the 6, so 2x multiplied by 2x. So 6x cube minus 10x change the sign, 3x square minus 5, so 1 multiplied by 1, now you will get remainder equal to 0 because factor theorem we are applying. Clear? Now make the two factors of this quadratic polynomial and you will get the two zeros of given polynomial. ठीक है? So x square plus 2x plus 1, so by splitting middle term you will get x plus 1, take x common, so x plus 1 common, x plus 1, so x plus 1 into x plus 1. So firstly either x plus 1 equal to 0 or x plus 1 equal to 0, both the factors take equal to 0. So now x equal to minus 1 and minus 1. So these are the remaining two zeros of the given polynomial. So by this method you can find out the example number 9. Now next question is question number 4. In question number 4, what is given that on dividing x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by a polynomial g of x, so here it is I am taking p of x, and you will get quotient x minus 2 and remainder minus 2x plus 4. So find g of x. This you have to find out. So this is dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. For this now you have to find out divisor. ठीक है? तो you have to use division algorithm. So division algorithm is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Now put the value here. So dividend equal to x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2. Divisor is g of x, quotient is x minus 2 and remainder is minus 2x plus 5. And you can find out the value of g of x. Firstly take this minus 2x plus 5 on left hand side, to x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2. Here it will come to change the sign to 2x minus 5, and again now take x minus 2 here, so it will be in divide, and now you can solve this by long division method and you will get the value of g of x. Clear? And in question number 5, here give example of polynomials p of x, g of x, q of x and r of x, and have satisfied the division algorithm, and degree of p of x equal to degree of q of x. So it means these are the symbol. P of x, it is a symbol of dividend, g of x, it is a symbol of divisor, q of x symbol of quotient and r of x symbol of remainder. ठीक है? So you have to take any value of dividend, divisor such that they will just satisfy the given condition. For example, degree of p of x equal to degree of q of x. So it means you have to take example in which degree of dividend and divisor both should be equal. So I am taking one example. Suppose I am taking p of x is equal to 2x square plus 4x minus 2, and g of x I am taking 2. ठीक है? तो here question is degree, you have to verify that degree of p of x is equal to degree of q of x, यानी quotient और p of x इसकी degree it should be same. So you can divide it, 2x square plus 4x minus 2 divided by 2, so 2x square minus cancel 4x plus 2x, 4x minus cancel, तो minus 2 minus 1, तो देखिए remainder is 0. So now look at the degree of quotient and dividend. देखिए its degree is 2 and its degree is also 2. So this is example, and you can take any example. Similarly, second part, degree of q of x equal to degree of r of x. So in this example you have to take example like this in which degree of quotient and remainder should be same. You can take any example. And in third part, degree of Rx equal to 0. So degree of Rx equal to 0, and any non-zero number without variable it can be there, it can be 0 or any non-zero number. Okay, so these are the example. Now last exercise is optional exercise. So in this exercise, first and second question I have already told you, and in question number 3, look at question number 3. So this question number 3 I am going to tell you in next part.